Okay, so now we're going to move into graphing inequalities. That box over here to the left should definitely go into your notes. And just to review, a greater than or a less than symbol means you are going to graph with an open circle. If you have a greater than or equal or a less than or equal, you're going to use a closed in circle. That closed in circle means it is included in the solution set. So greater than or equal to 12. If it was just greater than 12, it would have to be an open circle. We're going to take a look at how to graph these two. So the first one says n is less than or equal to -4. If you struggle with this, one way to get yourself started is to think about a solution set. Like what numbers would work? Well, I know because it could be equal to it that -4 is the first number that will work in the solution set. And I'm thinking about numbers that are less than -4. So small numbers. A number like -10 is less than -4, and so is -25. All three of those numbers are less than -4. It's important to think about those numbers as a solution set because once you know the solution set, it becomes a lot easier to graph. It really happens in three parts. First, you write the number that it's based off of. In this case, it's -4. Then you decide, is it an open or a closed circle? So let me make a circle. Now I need to think, okay, because -4 is included, then that must mean this circle needs to be shaded. It is a shaded circle. And finally, where are these numbers located? Numbers that are less than -4, they're all to the left of -4. So that's what my final graph would be for this inequality. The problem on the right says x is greater than 16. Greater than. So 16 itself is not going to work because x must be more than 16. So 17 is greater than 16, 21 is greater than 16, 65 is greater than 16. Any number that's greater than 16 would work. Now we're looking for the same idea. Everything is based off of the number 16. Think about my circle, open or close. Well, this is an open circle. And where are numbers that are greater than 16 located? They're located to the right. So that's the direction that my arrow would be drawn or shaded on a number line. Okay, on your own, here are 4 inequalities for you to graph. I've also kind of broken them apart into their pieces. So this might help you to get going if you're having trouble getting started. Pause the tape until you're done. All right, to kind of show you an easy way to graph these, we're going to start thinking about the 3 different steps. The first 2 steps are real easy. So that's based off of -4, that's based off of -4, that one's based off of 12, and this one's based off of 1. Now I want to start thinking about shaded circle versus an open circle. X is greater than -4 will be open. Greater or equal to 12 is closed, closed, closed. One trick that Mr. Archer likes to say is if it takes you more ink to shade it in, you use more ink to draw the line underneath. So now without doing the solution sets, you can kind of think it through logically. X is greater than -4. So you're looking for numbers that are more than -4, like +5, any positive number, which are all located to the right of -4. X is greater than or equal to 12. So we're looking for numbers that are 12 or larger. Coloring this in gives us the 12. Larger than 12 are to the right on the number line. X is less than or equal to 1. So it is shaded. Less than 1, 0, -5, -10, -18 are all located to the left. And then X is less than -4, -5, -6, -7. They're also located to the left. So if you can understand graphing, all you really need to think about is 3 pieces: the number, the open or closed circle, and the direction of the arrow.